Nicole D'Souza. I am the Director of Strategy and Branding at OBG. OBG is an engineering firm. We specialize in advanced manufacturing, energy, environmental, and water solutions. The reason I chose Wharton's Women's Executive Leadership Program is because of my interaction right now in my role. I work directly with our C-suite and our leadership team on strategy and branding, and amongst many of the conversations that we have, one of the conversations has really been on diversity of thought. And not only within our own walls at OBG, but when we look at our industry in general, in this case the engineering industry, it's no surprise that there isn't a ton of diversity in thought when we look at the leadership level. So one of the challenges and opportunities that my company gave to me was starting to think about how I can get more engaged in the conversation, and that's really what led me to the Wharton's Women's Executive Leadership Program. One of the key highlights from the program was our session on negotiation skills. You know, for me personally, that is a skill that does help me with my job and my position at OBG. So I learned a lot of different perspective, not only from the leadership in the course, but also from just interacting with other women that are in different industries, some in the medical profession, some within my own, some more in a academia type profession. And it was just a really interesting exercise to not only do the independent learning, but to actually sit down and run through a few exercises with the team. So that I found extremely valuable and have used the skills back in my day-to-day. The second course that we went through was a session on emotional intelligence. And that I know is a big buzzword these days, and I bring that up because I did a session many years ago on the topic. And the session I went through during the Women's Executive Leadership course was just it far surpassed my expectations. You know, the level of knowledge and just the detail and the perspective that we went through was incredible. And I took a step back after we went through the session and thought about that and how I could actually bring that back to my own organization, because I do believe that it's something that as we as companies become more diverse in our thinking, really should be thinking about and talking about as well. You know, it's funny, I got back and within 2 days, I had a few members of our leadership call me and say, what can we do better? What should we be doing? And it was, to me, that was really impressive, that it wasn't just sending me out to find a great course, it was what are we bringing back and how are we as a company learning and changing for the best.